All right. Okay, that's rope. Hello there. Welcome back to my little world of Forest Park in Queens. And it's a beautiful day and the sun's setting, and I wanted to just do this before we lose the sunset. And I want to thank you so much for the outpouring of love, your amazing support and encouragement for me to do this. It's been, wow, it's more than I expected. I thought, a few people might respond. But I want to tackle some things dealing with some questions and some comments. And first off, I want to do that before we jump into any travel things, because I have some treats for you. I was going through some backup footage from my Euro travels, and wow, things I forgot. I mean, I didn't realize I was vlogging while I was in the south of France. And obviously, I've been leading up to this, doing this and talking to the camera. Who knew? I totally forgot. So anyway, I'm excited to share that with you. So stay tuned. I love the comments that, the positive comments, of course, they make me feel good and they encourage me to keep moving. But also, I wanted to get critical feedback. I can improve on it. Want to apologize, first of all, because I realized that I was not doing complete sentences in some parts. That was just me, nerves, and, this is very personal, sharing my stuff with you. A few people mentioned the D word. Divorced. I said it, I used it a few times, and it's a scary word. It's something that I embrace as a part of me. I don't regret a lot in life, and this is part of my journey. I am a better person because of all that's happened. I'm not for divorce, but it's part of my story, so I'm going to talk about it. Whether if you're going to follow me, you're going to hear probably that word again. The other thing was anger. Someone mentioned you'll deal with your anger and you'll be okay. I don't think anger is actually a part of me anymore. I don't know if I'm human. I felt angry. I'm not an angry person. I'll never say anything negative, and that's because I really am not negative about my experience. If anything, I'm a better person for meeting her. I'm a better person because of my marriage and my amazing life with her. Oh, I guess connected to the D word was there's this cultural mentality, you shouldn't air your dirty laundry because who cares? But I think talking about it changes the way we deal with things. And maybe people who are married, they don't ever want to, consider the word. And honestly, when I was married, I didn't use that word until we were actually going to do it. And that was at the end. But it's not something, I get it. People don't want to hear that word. But again, it's my story. And on that note, let's see. I was going through one of my external drives with oh my God, so much stuff. And I found so many videos, and surprise, I found myself vlogging in the south of France, which I guess was preparation for this without realizing it. So I wanted to share that with you, and it's not the best footage, but it's me walking around talking about being there. So enjoy. All right, my first time doing this. Here I am. I'm getting used to the idea of being here. France has been on my list. Quite a culture shock for me. It's summer, it's beautiful, it's quiet. It's like being in another time. I don't speak any French, but I'm picking up some things. A 16th century mansion, and it's beautiful. My hosts are just amazing people, really all about me having the best experience. And these flowers right here are very reminiscent of my childhood with my sister. These beautiful flowers. You can see them over here too, they're just everywhere. I'm just trying to get into my routine. I'll get some writing done. I really want to get back to my novel, and I've stepped away, so I think with new eyes it'll be a different take. Here I am in France, just thought I'd share a little something. I am missing home a lot, especially my mom and my sister. I'm giving this a shot. Let's see what happens. Week 1. Okay. That was, out of nowhere. I had a totally different episode planned, and then boom. And what was interesting about that was, I think mentally I kind of stored that experience away. It was a weird dynamic where, the couple that I was working with, they were, after 18 years, they were splitting up. I was working on my book, so I was digging up things that I hadn't dug up in a while, like, things I'd worked through mentally and healed from it. A lot of like stories from, Puerto Rico and my divorce and all of that stuff. So it was a really weird dynamic. And on top of that, I don't think there was a lot of work to be done. I should just go with it, because here I was living in a mansion. We had a chef and, there's a pool, and it was a beautiful environment. But I couldn't get past just how not happy I was. And, that was something that I struggled with, because I ended up leaving early. I was supposed to be there for 2 months. I stayed 1 month before I took off on my European, my Euro trip. I'll share more of that later. But just being there, I was confused by the fact that I was almost getting depressed. I guess it was, I don't know, the connections I wasn't making. Like, Vieques was this special kind of thing, because it was a hostel and there was constant interaction and meeting people. And here I was in this beautiful place, and I just couldn't enjoy it as much. Well, another point to that experience was, I think I maybe mentally I associate, money with unhappiness. That doesn't apply to everyone, but mostly from my experience, I was brought up in a pretty comfortable environment. I think I was striving for simplicity a really long time ago, but having that freedom to explore it and simplify my life and not need much or not want much, not wanting much, I've been able to do that. It's just amazing to be able to have, this space and be able to go after the things I love, and in a simple way, not needing much, even down to the way I pack, or if I buy things, I, give things away or donate things, and it's with intention. I think that's the key. You live with intention, and that makes life more gratifying. And you're traveling. You're seeing amazing things that people usually think, oh my God, I have a bucket list. I don't believe in bucket lists. I think I've been saying things throughout my life, and then realize while I'm living it or experiencing that thing, wow, I did say that, and here I am doing it. Or I've had people who remind me of those experiences. I'm going to go into that more like later on in other episodes, but just to touch on that, living with intention, speaking things into existence, those are the things that make life simpler. Paying attention. There's a list, and I can go on and on. But on that note, I hope you're enjoying these segments I'm sharing with you, because they're coming out of nowhere, and it's just my second episode, and I can't wait to see where the next one takes me. And with that in mind, don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe, show me that love. I'm looking forward to those messages. Until then, keep it positive, keep it simple, and God bless.